God's verse in Gerals 3:3 says, Abraham and Sarah were pretty old at this time and had no children. How, then, was Abraham going to father many nations? He didn't understand how this would happen. Although we know the end of the story, Abraham didn't. Abraham had to trust God. Because of this trust, he did become the father of nations through his son Isaac. And his grandson, Jacob, who became known as Israel. Sarah had a moment of doubt and convinced Abraham to take things into his own hands, and from this came Ishmael. This was not the son that God had planned. God tested Abraham when he told him to take Isaac and offer him as a sacrifice to him. When Abraham showed his willingness to obey, Isaac was spared and a ram substituted as the sacrifice. There would be other times when Abraham tried to do things his way instead of God's way, but through it all, he trusted that God's promise would come to fruition. We are approaching Palm Sunday and Holy Week. We are preparing to remember the fulfillment of the promise of salvation. How well have we trusted in God's promises to us? Have we, like Abraham, tried to do things our way? How has that worked out for you? I know how it works out for me. I know that when I pray for guidance and trust that God will hear and answer me, things work out a lot better than when I go it alone. God is always faithful. He is faithful even when we are not. Let us take our lead from Abraham, and trust in the promises of God who is faithful.